So it's about this. Well, you have to know that in this case, if I say instance, well, instance tend to end, so, or we can leave instance however we can. So I have to say case. Well, in my opinion, well, who would be this hog deity, as in high deity, highest, as in like ruler, not like this. Well, the well, not yeah. Well, it will be Ra. However, you cannot write a letter capital R, capital A, and then we'll call it no. Because, well, it's supposedly coming from, as for us, this concept, ancient Egypt, and how their name, ancient Egyptian deities or gods, however you prefer to call it, are, well, hidden. So we do not know. You can play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then, well, if you look, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tend to use Japanese. So kanji is there. That's as far as we can go. If you like, you can check my DeviantArt profile. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, it's a battle is about this. So how do we, as in, well, since we are created, and then, well, creator is, well, not us, is, well, all right. So what do we do? Well, we have to like look for higher power. Well, higher power is a definition. You're using like I don't know, like at at least 300 years requirement concept. Higher. Why? Power. What is that? It's like if I touch rock, is it power? If I slightly apply pressure, is it power? It's in order to use term higher power. You have to spend at least in my opinion 300 years, considering that you just like a newborn species or whatever. So don't bother, all right? So what I'm saying is, well, battle has always been about this. How do we define God? Well, it's like Christian. Christian have mythology. Christian doesn't have, because Christianity is actually theology. Yeah, that is long shot because I can't prove anything regarding, well, as I said, I wasn't studying in this perfect Catholic institution through my entire academic career, beginning from primary school. Hopefully not kindergarten. This is not a joke, by the way. Terribly sorry. Yeah. So, well, it's about this. Well, all right, there are two. So, and there can only be two. So, one says, all right, well, it's, well, we are just as like we are created, all right, so we don't, like, how do we know? Well, instead of looking back, well, we look forward. Even if we have eyes in our back, well, we would look forward regardless. It's like, yes, that's the first point of view. So this means there was this well, God, well, in terms of, well, materia based realm, it's, well, creator is like easy to address, not refer. You cannot refer to God as creator. I'm terribly sorry. That's a conflicting statements. You have to know theology for in order to be able to speak about that, and I know my place, hopefully. Yeah. And then, well, so there's yeah, and then what we do, we focus on today, so we focus on our future. It's like, well, I see beautiful woman, well, what do? Well, I check my shortcomings, and then, well, I need to, like, I don't know, correct my finance. I need to learn, and then, well, I need to make plans, and then, well, it's like, yeah, it's like this, all right? Well, however, second approach says, and they're not entirely evil. No, you cannot call them that. They have, like, extremely successful throughout history and proper order. However, in general, they are being frowned upon because almost always, well, Say it like 10,000 years. Well, can be 10 days. They fail. Fail. And first option is almost, well, not, I can't say omni. However, it's almost always prevalent. However, that's my, well, like, idea. If it's not accepted, then I would not bother. It's also, I think, should not be regarded as official, hopefully. Well, second approach says, all right, we exist, right? Yeah. Well, what do we do? It's like, well, we eat and then, well, we have to clean, we work too much, right? It's like we can eat meat. It's like we can get married. We can take wife. Yeah. We as in I can take wife. Yeah. And then, well, it's like we can get rich, form, well, union, do trade. All right. Then what? All right. So then these two, well, point of view, that's all I can say, tend to have this get together. Well, second, we already know what first one says. Second one says, all right, I'm going to, well, speaking of, this is extreme, almost 99.99999% different from what Golem, also homunculi, well, concept. It's totally different of what I just said. Yeah. Well, they said, all right, well, we will feed our own God, and then we will create our own deity, and then, well, we will reach this high, and we will call what we created God. However, we will do it like this. Well, it's not like we are like 7 families, and then, well, we all have our children. Well, according to this well, methodology, so to speak, well, each one of us child will be our families. God was supposed to be child. However, we are 7 families, 7 different child. What do we do? Well, we pick one, and then, well, failure. Game of Thrones. I mean, terribly sorry. However, actually not. I mean, probably there are historical records that resemble, should not be, not my field, hopefully, thankfully, yeah, perfect. Well, it's like, well, let us feed our own, create our own, worship our own, also disregard everything resembling, also upcoming, also threaten what we deem as our own God. However, there are conditions. We must have been created it. We would, if applicable 100%, are the only ones contributed to creation of it. Yes, for them it's creation. Well, also, well, only we can worship it. It's like, well, there's this like club that you cannot enter. Only rich can enter it. However, also our, well, extremely poor, well, family member can also join. Oh, like, well, for instance, you have $1 million in your pocket. Well, entry fee is $1,001,000. You cannot afford it. Yeah, no. Well, what are they doing? Yes, it's, yeah, this approach. We create God, we worship God, we control God. So these three, well, it's like, this is, well, I mean, if you look at it, it's almost always evil. However, well, then, if it was evil, why it was allowed?